So I began my coverage of Ted Bundy as a young reporter in Miami. I was in a secondary role covering his murder trial for the 1978 Chi Omega murders. That was of two sorority sisters, and also attacking 3 other young women that same night in Tallahassee. I did various sidebar stories. I talked to his mother, who was there, I think, pretty much every day. And one of the more interesting stories I did was these teenage girls and young women who were often in the audience every day in the courtroom, sort of mesmerized by Bundy, who was dapper and handsome and kind of self-assured, bordering on cockiness, good-looking guy. And so there was sort of this odd, I wouldn't say odd attraction, just kind of this fascination with him. 3 days after he was convicted, I got an interview in the jail with him. So that was really the only time I talked to him directly. You know, at the end of the interview, kind of left with that same perplexed feeling so many people had with him. It's like, how does this guy who's just kind of so friendly and interesting to talk to and kind of really engages you, you know, how does he do these brutal, gruesome things that he did do? And I think that's one of the reasons, you know, it's very hard to resolve that, and that's one of the reasons why he remains so fascinating and is subject of books and movies today. His execution finally came January 24th, 1989, and we had a Jacksonville correspondent, Ron Word, who witnessed the execution. He was the one who normally witnessed the Florida executions. I was outside covering this circus-like atmosphere, and there were fields outside the prison where spectators, there were both usually pro and anti-death penalty demonstrations. This time there were like hundreds of people. Some had sparklers. There was "Burn Bundy, Burn" chants and T-shirts being sold. And then when it was over and the hearse came by with carrying his remains, there was a lot of cheering.